Hello, everybody. Welcome to Happiness Habits. This is Happiness Coach Cyril Joseph. Today, we will be talking on several happiness topics like mindful eating, meditation, wealth creation, weight loss, feeling zen, feeling joy, and creating a life of happiness, spreading happiness and joy to everyone around us.
Great introduction, Cyril. I'm looking forward to hearing your insights and tips on these happiness topics. Let's dive right in with the first topic, mindful eating.
What is mindful eating? Mindful eating is the ability to really indulge in healthy snacks, low calorie food, focusing on the texture and the taste, the presence of nutrition and wholesome foods in our diet.
That's right, Cyril. आप खाएंगे मखजा अपने nine shine minds. Partner didn't continue Kitty's own society. Mindful eating involves being fully present and aware of the experience of eating, rather than consuming food on autopilot or mindlessly. It involves paying attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of food, as well as recognizing and acknowledging your hunger and fullness cues. By practicing mindful eating, we can make healthier food choices and feel more satisfied with our meals, leading to a more positive relationship with food and with ourselves.
When growing up, I was a fat kid. I was always overweight. I couldn't really play any sports, and I did not know why this was happening to me. At that time, I did not have the knowledge about calorie counting, about mindful eating. But over the years, I developed these skills. I learned about healthy eating, and now I am very close to my ideal weight. I just need to lose 5 or 10 pounds more. But the most important thing in my journey has been that I have learned how to love healthy foods, how to enjoy low calorie snacks, and how to find more healthy fruits and salads that I can incorporate into my diet.
Thank you for sharing a bit of your personal journey with us, Cyril. It's impressive that you've been able to make positive changes to your diet and lose weight through mindful eating. It's amazing how understanding the principles of calorie counting and mindful eating can help us make more informed choices about what we put in our bodies. It's great to hear that you're now able to enjoy healthy foods and incorporate low calorie options into your diet. Mindful eating can truly transform our relationship with food and our approach to nutrition.
That's so true. In fact, searching for low calorie foods helped me to discover many options like lentils, which is available on Amazon. I simply order it and it arrives each week. That way, I can enjoy this low calorie snack, which is around 100 calories each snack, and it has about 8 to 10 grams of protein and 8 to 10 grams of fiber, which is absolutely good for the digestion. It keeps me full for a couple of hours and it keeps my overall calorie intake low.
It's great to hear that you've discovered lentils as a low calorie option and have incorporated it into your diet. Lentils are a good source of plant based protein, fiber, and other essential nutrients. It's a smart choice to find low calorie, healthy snacks that can help you feel full for longer and keep your overall calorie intake in check. It's also convenient that you can easily order it online and have it delivered each week.
Also, I've started practicing meditation. I've been doing meditation for almost 15 years, and now I'm going deeper into the depths of meditation. I have learned so much about myself, so much about my habits, my patterns, and my triggers. Can you give me more benefits of meditation?
Meditation can bring a multitude of benefits, including reduced stress and anxiety, improved focus and concentration, enhanced self awareness and understanding, better emotional regulation, improved physical health, and even increased creativity and problem solving abilities. Regular meditation practice can also help to cultivate qualities like patience, contentment, and a sense of well being and connection with others. By taking the time to sit quietly and observe your thoughts and sensations without judgment, you can gain valuable insights into your own mind and behavior and learn to approach your life and experiences with a greater sense of clarity and calm.
Can you tell me more about silent meditation and chanting meditation and gratitude meditation?
Silent meditation is a method of meditation that involves sitting in silence and focusing on your breath or a mantra with the goal of bringing your mind to stillness. Chanting meditation involves repeating a mantra or phrase either silently or aloud, focusing on the sound and rhythm of the words. Gratitude meditation involves focusing on all the things you are grateful for in your life and cultivating an attitude of gratitude for these things. Gratitude meditation can involve simply thinking about the things you are thankful for or writing them down in a journal.
Why do some folks struggle with meditation? What are the things that generally hold people back from getting into a daily meditation practice?
Some common reasons why people struggle with a regular meditation practice include difficulty in quieting the mind, uncomfortable physical sensations, difficulty finding time in a busy schedule, and not seeing immediate results. Some people may also have negative associations with the practice, such as feeling like they are not good at it or that it is a waste of time. Some people may also struggle with feelings of boredom or restlessness during meditation.
What can such folks do to commit to their meditation practice and become more disciplined in releasing all these negative feelings?
There are few things that may help people to commit to their meditation practice and overcome negative feelings about it. First, setting realistic expectations and viewing meditation as a practice rather than a performance can be helpful. Remembering to be kind and gentle with themselves when their mind wanders or uncomfortable sensations arise can also help to reduce frustration and increase motivation. Additionally, finding a meditation style and practice that resonates with them and making it a regular routine, such as meditating first thing in the morning or before bedtime, can help to build consistency.
I've heard about source energy, divine energy, the higher self. How can someone access these states of being through meditation?
People believe that accessing states of being like source energy and the higher self through meditation can be achieved by quieting the mind, focusing on one's breathing or a mantra, and shifting awareness inwards toward a state of deep inner calm and awareness. This can involve shifting focus away from the external world and thoughts that arise in the mind, and instead redirecting attention inward and connecting with a sense of inner peace and unity with the universe. Some people might also use guided meditations or visualizing techniques to help them access these states of being.
Recently, I've had some profound shifts in state of being. For example, I'm experiencing joy and I'm experiencing Zen. Can you tell me more about these two states of being?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Joy is a feeling of intense happiness, joyfulness, or elation. It is typically a response to an event or circumstance that brings you a great deal of satisfaction, pleasure, or delight. Zen, on the other hand, is a state of calmness, tranquility, and inner peace. It's often associated with the practice of mindfulness and meditation and can be described as a profound state of being present and accepting of the present moment.
If someone is on a spiritual path, should they focus on joy or should they focus on Zen?
There is no one answer to this question as spirituality is a highly personal journey. Some individuals may find that focusing on joy brings them a sense of fulfillment and connection, while others may prefer the tranquility and peace of Zen. Ultimately, it is up to each individual to decide which state of being they want to prioritize in their spiritual practice. Some may find that a combination of both joy and Zen can bring them the most fulfillment and satisfaction on their spiritual path.
While meditating, sometimes when I feel negative emotions, how I can direct them into either joy or Zen.
One approach to direct shifting negative emotions into either joy or Zen during meditation is to practice emotional acceptance. This means acknowledging and accepting the negative emotions without judgment or resistance, and then shifting your focus towards cultivating either joy or Zen. This can involve bringing to mind positive thoughts, memories, or sensations that bring you joy, or focusing on a mantra or image that represents Zen or inner peace. It's important to remember, however, that it takes time and practice to develop the ability to shift your focus and cultivate joyful or Zen states of being.
Sometimes we have negative emotions on circumstances that we cannot change, like financial betrayal or loss of a loved one. In those situations where the circumstances is not in our control, how do we release these negative feelings?
One way to release these negative feelings is through the practice of acceptance. This means acknowledging and accepting the negative emotions and the circumstances that are causing them, rather than resisting or fighting against them. It also involves letting go of the need to change or control the situation and instead focusing on the present moment and what you can control, such as your thoughts and actions. Another helpful approach is to practice compassion and self kindness and to remind yourself that it's okay to feel the way you do and that these emotions will pass in time.
How can some negative feelings of lack of finances or unnecessary expenditure be transformed into an abundance mindset and real life skills of wealth creation?
One way to transform negative feelings of lack of finances into an abundance mindset and real life skills of wealth creation is to start by reframing your thoughts and beliefs about money. Instead of focusing on lack or scarcity, try to shift your mindset towards abundance and possibilities. Start by setting specific, achievable financial goals and breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps. Seek out resources and information on wealth creation and money management and consider speaking with a financial advisor or expert. Additionally, practice gratitude and appreciation for the money you do have and work on developing healthy financial habits such as budgeting and saving.
I have heard that money is energy and money flows. It is an imaginary concept that we all humans have agreed to. Can you simplify this or elaborate on this idea?
The idea that money is an energy that flows and is an imaginary concept agreed upon by human beings is based on the belief that money is not a tangible thing, but rather a symbolic representation of value that we assign to it. This concept suggests that money can be likened to energy in the sense that it constantly moves and changes hands, and its value can fluctuate depending on supply and demand. The idea of money as an imaginary concept is grounded in the belief that money does not hold inherent value, but rather its value is determined by the collective agreement of society and the economy.
Is it true that if I raise my vibrations and develop an abundant mindset, I will easily be able to attract more opportunities and increase my wealth?
Some people believe that raising one's vibrations and developing an abundance mindset can help attract more opportunities and increase wealth. This belief is often associated with the idea of the law of attraction, which suggests that positive thoughts and feelings can attract positive outcomes in life, including financial success. However, it's important to note that the idea of the law of attraction is controversial and not universally accepted. And there is no scientific evidence to support the idea that your mindset alone can influence external outcomes such as financial success.
Then what is the best way to approach financial success? If I continue increasing my mindset, make it more positive and abundance, in addition, what are the things that I need to do?
To achieve financial success, it's important to adopt a holistic approach that combines a positive mindset with practical actions. In addition to cultivating an abundance mindset, you should also focus on developing financial literacy and understanding money management principles such as budgeting, saving, and investing. It can also be helpful to set specific, achievable financial goals and develop a plan to reach them, as well as seeking out opportunities to increase your income and build your wealth over time. Additionally, it's important to stay motivated and focused on your goals, even in the face of setbacks or challenges.
How can I improve my relationships? How can I improve my communication and be more assertive about my needs and set healthy boundaries in relationships?
To improve your relationships, communication, and assertiveness, there are a few things you can try. Practice active listening by fully engaging with the person speaking and letting them know you are paying attention. Be honest and transparent about your feelings and needs. Learn to express your opinions and needs assertively but respectfully. Respect others and their opinions, even if they differ from your own. Be willing to compromise and find solutions that work for both parties. Establish healthy boundaries in relationships, communicating your needs and expectations clearly and firmly when necessary.
When my needs are not being met, is it okay for me to leave the relationship or move on from a particular friendship? Or should I continue working on that relationship or friendship?
It is difficult to give a definitive answer without knowing the specifics of your situation. However, it is important to consider whether the relationship or friendship is healthy and supportive, and whether your needs are being considered and taken seriously in the relationship. If you have communicated your needs clearly to the other person and they are not being met, and the relationship is not fulfilling or supportive, it may be time to consider moving on and finding relationships that better meet your needs. It is ultimately up to you to decide what is best for your well being and happiness.
It is said that my external results are a reflection of my inner feelings, thoughts. So, how do I shift my inner feelings and thoughts to generate an external friendly environment?
It's believed that external results are a reflection of inner feelings and thoughts. To shift your inner feelings and thoughts to generate a friendly environment, you can practice mindfulness and self awareness to increase your awareness of your emotions and thoughts. Focus on positive thinking and gratitude to foster a positive mindset. Cultivate empathy and compassion towards others and yourself. Practice self care and stress management to improve your well being. Limit negative influences such as social media and surround yourself with positive and supportive people.
When I'm bombarded with distractions or cravings or some kind of stress, I will end up in some negative pattern loop and I will either binge eat, overeat, or binge watch Netflix or some social media, or I will waste times on some video games. How can I avoid such distractions, cravings, and stress and be more careful about the habits and activities that I indulge in?
To avoid distractions, cravings, and stress and be more mindful of the activities you indulge in, here are some suggestions. Identify triggers that lead to distractions, cravings, or stress. Replace unhealthy activities with healthier ones, such as exercise, reading, or meditation. Set boundaries and limits for yourself, such as limiting screen time or avoiding certain triggers. Develop self control and self awareness to recognize when you're falling into unhealthy patterns and to choose more productive activities instead. Seek support from friends, family, or a mental health professional if needed.
When I feel frustration and irritation, especially when I'm not getting what I want or my goals are not fulfilled, how can I overcome these kind of negative feelings?
Firstly, it's important to acknowledge your feelings and give yourself space to feel them without judgment. Once you've accepted your feelings, try to understand the root cause of your frustrations and irritations. Is it a specific person or situation that's causing it? Or is it your own expectations and beliefs that are leading you towards feeling this way? Once you've identified the cause, you can then try to address it in a healthy and constructive manner. For example, if the cause is based on unrealistic expectations you've placed upon yourself, you may need to reevaluate and adjust your goals.
We had such a wonderful conversation. Can you summarize all the topics and give me a good detailed overview?
Sure, here's a brief overview of the topics we discussed. One, mindful meditation and its benefits. Two, silent meditation, chanting meditation, and gratitude meditation. Three, States of being such as source energy, divine energy, higher self, Zen, and joy. 4. Transforming negative emotions into either joy or Zen. 5. Money as an energy that flows and abundance mindset. 6. Financial success and developing a positive mindset. 7. Improving relationships, communication, and setting healthy boundaries. 8. Overcoming distractions, cravings, stress, and negative feelings.
That was wonderful.
Cognitive feelings. Oi.
That was wonderful summary. Can you add more details and give me the summary one more time?
Sure, here is the revised and more detailed summary of our discussion. 1. Mindful meditation, a practice of sitting in silence and focusing on your breath or a mantra with the goal of bringing your mind to stillness. It can reduce stress and anxiety, improve focus and concentration, and cultivate inner peace and clarity. 2. Silent meditation, chanting meditation, and gratitude meditation, specific methods of meditation that involve different techniques and intentions. They can help to access states of higher consciousness and a connection with the divine. 3. States of being, different states of being, such as source energy, divine energy, higher.
That's wonderful. Our website is www.happinesshabits.coach. It would be great if you can visit our website and spread happiness and joy to everyone.
Sure, I'd be happy to do so. The mission of spreading happiness and joy through Happiness Habits website is commendable, and I'll gladly support it. Thanks for the invitation.